You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows like the one you're about to enjoy, visit electronicmediacollective.com. And now, our feature presentation.
Welcome to Comics with My Kids. It's been a while. Last time we did one was back in April. But yeah, it's been a while since we've talked about comic books. Well, here we are. I'm your host, Matt D, and with me today is...
Melody D.
All right. Well, Melody, what book are we going to talk about today?
Hilda and the Troll.
Okay. Well, how about you tell us a little bit about Hilda before we get into it? So, who is the author for Hilda and the Troll?
Luke Pearson.
Okay. And how did you find out about Hilda?
My mom told me about the show, and then she bought me the books.
Okay. And what's the show on? Where we watch the show at?
Netflix.
Yep. Just to give our listeners a little bit of background. So Hilda was a webtoon, and then Luke Pearson published a couple books through. Hold on a second. He published a couple books through Flying Eye Books. Now that we've seen the entire series of Hilda, you started reading the book. So Melly, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about the first book here, the Hilda and the Troll.
Hilda lives in a house with her mom, and
Where's the house at? I mean, is it in a town? Is it in a farm field? Where's this house located?
In a forest.
Yeah. And what's really cool about the opening of the book here? What's these first two pages that you see? What do you call that?
Rocks.
It's a map. The first two pages is a map. And on the map, what do we see on the map?
We see Hilda's house, the wooden man's house,
Ruins.
the
R-U-I-N-S is ruins. It's the ruins.
Rock pool, the troll rock, the old bridge, and there's a lightning bird.
Cool. So, what can you tell me about Hilda? Who is Hilda?
Hilda is a girl who lives with her mom in a forest.
Okay. And what's so special about her living in the forest? What does she like to do while in the forest?
She likes to go on adventures.
Cool. And what kind of adventure is she going on in this book?
She's going on adventures to draw rock, and she finds a troll rock.
A troll rock. What's a troll rock?
It's a rock, and at night the rock turns into a troll.
Really? And when does the troll turn back into a rock?
That morning.
Yeah, because the sun makes it turn into a rock?
Yep.
So how does Hilda run into the troll rock?
She explores the forest.
Yeah. What does she like to do when she's exploring?
She was going out to draw rocks, and she came across the rock that she was going to draw after she found a type of pond.
Okay. So what does she know about troll rocks? How does she know about it?
Because she has a book about trolls.
Yeah. Cool. So what does she know about trolls and drawing a troll rock?
She wants to draw the rock, and she asks her fox reindeer
Okay.
if it could put on. Well, it told it to put on a bell on its nose.
And why did she want a bell on its nose?
When it wakes up, the bell will ring and they will leave.
Gotcha. So is it like a warning for when the troll comes awake? Because what happens when trolls are awake? What do the trolls do?
Normally, if there's someone there, they would try and chase that person.
Chase them? Yeah. Well,
Like if you got word Hilda, you would be being chased by a troll.
well, what happens after it catches me if it's chasing me?
It would eat you.
Yeah, trolls would eat me, huh? All right, so Hilda has her pet, which is a fox deer, which is kind of neat. I've never seen a fox deer before. You think that's a real creature? Or you think that was made up for the book?
I think it was made up for the show and book.
Yeah.
Because it's also in the show.
Yeah. He's kind of a cool character, isn't he?
Yeah, and I don't know if it's a girl or a boy.
Ah, well, yeah. But it doesn't matter because it's a really cool character. All right, so Hilda sits down and draws. What happens after she draws for a while?
The rock starts to move.
Huh.
And then the bell rings and they run away in the forest.
What happens? Do they get lost? Do they, get away from the troll?
They get lost and they get away from the troll.
Okay.
Then they see a giant.
A giant? There's giants in the book?
Mhm.
Wow, what kind of giant is that?
Looks like a deer giant.
A deer? Oh, because he's got horns on his head?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, we've seen him in the cartoon, didn't we?
Yeah, in one cartoon.
Yeah. Do you remember what he said he was?
No.
If I remember right, I think he said that he was a forest giant, and he's like the smallest of the giants, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's funny is he
says, bad word, it. We'll translate that to a more polite word. We'll say, dang it. He says a bad word because he's lost. The forest giant is lost because what does the forest giant have in his hand?
a map.
Yeah, he's got a map and he's lost also. Does Hilda eventually find her way out of the forest? Is she just lost forever?
She eventually finds her way out of the forest and she sees the woodman's house.
The woodman. Who's the woodman?
He's wood and he looks like a man. But he has no neck.
He has no neck, so he's
And
a floating wood head on a wood body.
And he sucks through what looks like his nose to eat stuff.
Ah. So what do we know about the woodman?
That he comes to Hilda's house and gives her wood for her fire.
Ah. And does he knock on the door?
No. But when she came over to his house, she knocks on the door while before she did that, the woman was like this tap, tap.
Nice.
So he was tapping his foot against the floor.
How does she get home?
She, in the morning, she gets home, but first of all, when she's, what looks like she's asleep, she hears this jingle, jingle. Then she wakes up, then kind of stands up on her bed, then jingles 3 times.
Oh. Because what's jingling?
It's the troll, because it has a bell.
You mean the troll got to her house?
No, the woodman's house.
Oh, she's at the woodman's house.
Well, it kind of looks like her house.
Yeah, I think you missed a part there. I believe that she asked the woodman to help her get home. Because obviously he knows where she lives because he keeps going over to her house. You go from woodman's house, and then later, we're back at Hilda's house, and there's the woodman and Hilda.
Which is funny because after she finds out that the troll's there, she doesn't know what to do. It looks like she climbed down the steps where the woodman was.
So the troll's outside her house?
Yep.
What's she gonna do?
I don't know.
You don't know?
But here's a funny word.
What's that?
Oomph.
Whoomp?
Yeah, because she smacks against the couch.
Oh, yes. She's hiding from the troll because the troll's outside her house and she's inside where it's nice and safe.
Then, the troll breaks in the house.
Breaks in?
Looks like it.
Oh, you know what? She's imagining that he's going to break in.
Oh.
See how the picture's a different color?
Mm-hmm.
That's because that's her thoughts. She's thinking that the troll's going to break in and eat her.
And what's funny is the woodman reading her book and then says, "Didn't you read that far?" Because he keeps on saying stuff and then he said, "Didn't you read that far?"
Oh, because she didn't read the entire book?
Nope.
What book was that? That was the troll book?
The troll's book.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not the troll's book. It's her book, but it has the word trolls on it.
Right, because it tells her all about trolls.
Mm-hmm.
Not the furry trolls, right? The ones that we see in the cartoon. It's not, the Trolls cartoon. It's not that kind of troll.
Right.
It's not Poppy. It's not
Nope.
Branch.
Nope.
No.
It's a rock troll.
Rock troll. Okay. Not a troll that likes rock and roll. Rock and roll. Okay. All right. I'll stop being silly. All right. So what else can you tell me? So.
Well, she opens up the door to go out to it, and she finds out that it's in stress because it wants the bell off. And then she tells her puppy to climb up it and get it off.
Oh,
when
okay.
in the movie, she gets it off herself.
So
then after they took off the bell, she was going to leave, and then it grabbed her, opened up his mouth, and she thought it was going to eat her. Well, she thought it was going to eat her, and it actually just sticked out its tongue with her book on it. And then it dropped her, and it says a funny word.
Ah.
Woomph.
Woomph. Yeah. What book was it?
It was her sketchbook.
Oh, okay. Right. She left it behind when she ran away from the troll?
Yep.
Well, that was very nice of him to return it. So what do you know about...
Makes me know about Hilda.
Yeah. What about the way she interacts with the troll? I mean, she could have just...
nice to the troll.
Yeah, she's nice to the troll. Why was she nice to the troll?
Because it wasn't stress.
Yeah, and had she just gone... She just went out and just talked to the troll to find out what was going on, right? She didn't, try to attack it or anything. She knew that there was something... She could tell there's something wrong. So she was being a very, very nice person. Is Hilda a nice person in the book?
Yes, and in the movie.
And
because she moves to a village, but we don't have a type of book for that. She moves to a type of village in the movies, and she two people, and she becomes friends with two people, and her friend that was a boy had nightmares, and she helped him out.
Yeah.
And she made his nightmares go away.
So she's finding good ways to solve problems and help people out, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So do you really like Hilda?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good book series.
Yeah, I like that.
What other characters? So you've told us about the troll, you told us about Woodman, you told us about Hilda. Is there anybody else in the book? Oh, and we can't forget the fox deer. The deer fox.
Yeah. And we also have one other book.
Yeah.
That's called Hilda and the Midnight Giant.
Well, maybe we'll cover that one on the next one then, since we're talking about Hilda and the troll today.
Yep.
Who's your favorite character in the book?
The Woodman.
Now, do you like him because of the cartoon, or you like him because of the book?
I like him because of both. Because he brings in wood in both.
And he's kind of funny in the cartoon, isn't he? He's kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty good friend in the book to Hilda. I mean, he helps her out. He certainly gets her home, doesn't he? So.
But one funny thing is, when she gets lost, she asks the Woodman where is her home, and the Woodman says, which way is it? And she said, I thought you know.
So do you really like this book?
Yeah.
All right. 5 stars. Okay. 5 stars being the best, 1 star being terrible.
5.
5. Right off the bat, just 5.
If you would allow me, I would go up to 10.
Oh, okay. So it's a 10 book. It's way up there. You really like it, huh?
Hmm?
All right. Next time we'll talk about what? We'll talk about Hilda and the giant?
Hilda and the Midnight Giant.
Ooh, that sounds interesting. All right. Well, thank you for listening. This has been Comics with My Kids. And I'm Matt D.
I'm Melody D.
And we've just finished reviewing Hilda and the Troll, written by Luke Pearson, published by Flying Eye Books. You can listen to more of our podcasts at the comicscornerbox.blogspot.com, the official website for the Comics with My Kids podcast. You can hear us on Google Play,
Stitcher,
Spotify, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. All right. Well, thank you very much, and hope you guys have a wonderful evening. You got anything you want to say, Mel?
Nope.
How about good night?
Good night.
All right. All right, all done.
And there's something really bad I need to tell you.
What?
This is the library book.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was like that when we got it.
No, Daddy, I saw completely fine when we got it.
Okay.
I can tell we did it. Well,